Yo, what's up, guys? It's Fortino. Just wanted to take some time and now that I put up a couple videos, just wanted to kind of keep you guys in the loop as to what's going on, what I'm planning, what I'm thinking. But right now, I got a video where I reacted to another video. I got shorts I put up, just posted a podcast, and so the goals right now where we're at. Right now that I'm starting off, I don't have a huge expectation for these early videos to blow up. I honestly don't even think they're that good right now, but that's not the point. The phase right now, as I see it, is I just want to get content out there. I want to have, as you say, like a portfolio of videos before, I haven't really mentioned that I'm making videos too. I haven't put it out there, on social media posts. And is for slowly but surely the videos will get better as far as quality, as far as how good they are. Right now, I'm just getting familiar with the basics, posting, editing. That's where I'm at right now with that. And I feel I don't have a lot of pressure on myself to make very great content because I look around at other people. Let's say, for example, you see someone who's not a person that you really even like, right? You look at them like they're not a very likable person, but you see that they are consistent with posting videos. And after a while, they have a following, right? I mean, shout out to them. They put in the work, so you can't really say much to them. So I think that's kind of the goal is they might not be great videos, but they're videos that are being put out there on a consistent basis, and I feel like that is far more important than oh, this video has to be a banger or I'm not gonna put it up there. So why not, right? So today I kind of want to do more like a vlog style type of video, kind of just talk about what I'm doing today. Right now I'm driving to that's part of the reason I'm not going to be looking too much at the cameras. I need to pay attention to the road, right? You got to be responsible. Seatbelt is on, responsible drivers. So basically today, well, I guess I should explain what I do, right? I'm a salesman, quote unquote, for Black Diamond Roofing. I'll talk more about that a little bit later, maybe, as far as how working there kind of loops back around to what I'm doing here with these vlogs. So today, right now, I am going down to Cottage Grove. We placed the roof, and they're having issues with the roof. It's leaking, and the homeowners, they want us to. So after the roof was done, the homeowners wanted us to kind of cancel this chimney. It had siding. The homeowners wanted it to be taken down. So this last Friday, some of our guys went over there to take it down. So now, I guess it's just a bunch of garbage that they couldn't fit in their truck. So I'm going down there to pick it up, and that's about it. But it's 11:30 almost. That's probably gonna be the rest of my day, to be honest. By the time I get back home, it's gonna be like 2 or 3. For me to go to the office after that, it's gonna be there for like 2-3 hours. It's worth it. So although my job title would be salesman, I mean my boss has even been saying like, oh, I'm basically the manager now because what I do is kind of everything. Like, it's a very small business and there's only a few employees. It's kind of hard to be just in one role because there's so much that we need to do. So although I am a salesman, like today I'm just picking up garbage, right? There'll be other days where I'm in my boss's truck driving the trailers around so the guys can have a trailer to dump all the roof shingles, the old roof shingles in. So it varies, and it's a stressful job, but I like that. I like the stress. I like dealing with situations that kind of force you to think and find creative solutions. That's just who I am. That's I think more than anything, the money's pretty good, right? But more than anything, I want to build the skills to be an entrepreneur, and I think this job is a great vehicle for that. And if I could tie what I'm doing here online back to my job is, if you go watch my very first video, it's not great, but it kind of, if you pay attention, you'll see that if I could start building an audience by the time I'm 25 right now, by the time I'm 30, 35 years old, I feel like that will be, if I can consistently be putting content out there, by that time in my life, I should have somewhat of an influence, right? I've seen fucking jackasses have more influence than, like, from the outside looking in, they seem not to provide very much value for anyone other than themselves, right? They just post stupid shit that I would never watch, and yet they have a following. So I feel like if I could post at least something of value that people could take home and improve their own lives, like why shouldn't I be at their position in a few years' time, right? So that's the whole goal. I want to have some sort of influence so that, the way I see it, if I can have online influence, if I can have people that know me and that they know what I do for work, which is being a salesman for a roofing company, they'll be like, hopefully they'll be homeowners and they'll be like, hey, I watched this guy already. He seems like a pretty stand-up guy already, When you go and talk to these homeowners, you have like 10, 15, 20 minutes to kind of make the best impression possible so that, you represent your company. So if I can make the best presentation on the spot, which isn't always great, I don't always do the best job. I know to be doing better. So I feel like by putting out content where people can kind of get to know me a little bit better through this means, I feel like when these people who watch me and they need the roofs done, they'll have that relationship with me already that they'll feel a lot more comfortable me going out there because they know they've been watching me for a while. So that's the goal of doing this and how that relates to what I do for work. Plus, like I said, being kind of like the manager of this little roofing company, my boss kind of put me in charge of marketing. So you might be seeing me on that, our Facebook page, or right now we have Facebook and Instagram, and that's kind of where I want to start off. Obviously, I want to expand as time goes on, but that's where we're at right now. So hopefully you'll be seeing me post more on there. You might be seeing my face more on there. That's kind of the whole point. I'm trying to figure out the marketing so we can get more leads coming in, so we can get more sales coming in, so we can make more money, right? Because we have the roofers. Our roofers do a good job. I mean, I think they do a great job, right? Personally speaking, I've been around the game. I've been in the roofing industry for a few years, and I like the job we do. I don't feel like I'm deceiving anyone when I go out and talk to them and tell them, hey, you should go to us, because, I feel like when I was younger, I felt like that. Like, I kind of had to lie a little bit. And it wasn't necessarily that I was lying. It was more so that I just felt inexperienced. And I was trying to convince people that I was. But now, I feel like we have, me personally, and then I know our guys have the experience to get the job done in a timely manner. We have all the resources we need, right? So I feel like there's huge companies out there that definitely do everything better than us as far as marketing and their salesmen and their customer service, blah blah blah. But we're subcontracted out to these bigger companies. So even if you decide to go with a bigger company, it's our guys doing the work. You know what I mean? So if those bigger companies trust our guys to do the work, like, why would you not also, like, they're going to charge you an arm and a leg regardless because they're a bigger company, and you can kind of get, like, I guess, a better deal with us, and it's the same work. Maybe the only difference would be the paperwork you sign, the presentation they make. That would be the only real difference, but the work that is being performed on your home is the same. And on that point, I would almost argue that going through us might be better, because it's let's say you hire a bigger company, you have some sort of issue, right? Like, we're not always perfect. Homeowners aren't always perfect either. Don't always think it's the people who do the work that mess up. There's really picky homeowners. The homeowners who want to save the most amount of money, the homeowners that go in thinking, man, these guys are expensive, we better do everything right, let me check up on their work every single second. If you go into this kind of mindset where you're looking for errors, you're looking for mistakes, you're gonna find them. That's just, it's a different subject, but it's like you're manifesting it to happen. You're looking for it. Versus there's people who have money, right, and that they'll pay any amount of money, and I would almost say we would do more mediocre work with them. Read between the lines, right? I'm not saying we're not doing a great job, but I'm saying, like, there's just some customers who we do what we have to do and they give us all the praise, versus there's some customers we will go above and beyond for them and nothing comes out right. They end up so upset with us. They end up so angry, you know. And it's funny because it's always the ones that we do the most for. It feels like the ones we do the most for are the ones we end up least satisfied with, because they just, you know. So not all customers are great. So if you're going into sales, I think you should keep that in mind, that not all customers are the best customers. If anything, you should avoid working with those type of people. But I think we do pretty great work. I think we're a great company, and I think we have potential to make it big. And that's why I like my position where I'm at. It's stressful, but the return, the risk to reward ratio on this, I think is exponentially beneficial to me. I feel like because it is a small company, I can help it, you know, get better and bigger. And 5-10 years down the line, you know, I would hopefully have like almost be part owners at that point, right? Like, why not, if I'm so involved? But in 5 to 10 years, honestly, I don't see myself being at this company. I would hope I'm, you know, maybe not full-time YouTuber, but I would still, you know, I would want to do my own thing, but be putting it out there. So YouTubing wouldn't be my main income. Got a call coming in. My bad. I just got a call from one of our guys. I have this drill and just needed it back, so I'm gonna drop it off sometime later today. But so the goal, right? The goal of this, at least the short term, is 10 subscribers. We're currently at 6. Let's get to 10, and you know, at the end of the day, I just hope I make people's lives better in a way. I'm trying to be a net positive for the world. I want to live with pure intentions, but still do my thing, right? Like, have fun. I like to drink. I like to go out with my friends. So sometimes you may see me doing that, but I want to live guilt-free. I want to inspire. You know, I see a lot of people my age. They don't know what to do, and I feel like something that I would strongly recommend is get a skill that will make you more money. I have friends who talk about, you know, for example, not to call anyone out, right? But I have a friend we have a mutual friend who is a barber, but our barber is pretty successful, I would say, right? He's charging a pretty penny for his service, but that friend doesn't see it that way. That friend rather, instead of supporting a long-time friend, he'd rather go to the cheaper guy because it's cheaper, because he wants to save money. But I feel like the best thing you can do is, instead of saving $200 a month, reinvest, save the money, but reinvest that money back into yourself, into a skill that you can make more money, right? For example, back to that same barber, at one point, at the beginning, I think he was charging $5-10 a haircut, something crazy cheap. Now he's charging up to $60 a haircut. And that happened, you know, it took him a few years, but that's the whole point, right? Like, what are you gonna gain working a minimum wage job for 5 to 10 years? You're just gonna get the bare minimum because that's all they're willing to pay you. So if you can find a skill to make yourself more valuable, in 5 to 10 years, those $200 that took you all month to make, you should be making within a few hours. You know, and then that's it's not your problem isn't a saving money issue, it's a income issue. And I'm saying you, like, including myself. That's part of what I'm doing is learning how to edit videos, learning how to market. I feel like if I can get good at these things, the return on investment is going to be exponential. And I'll leave you guys off with that. I don't want these vlogs to be too long. I'm aiming between like 10-15 minutes max, so I'll leave you guys off of that. Hope you guys have a good day and you make the most out of it. Had to come, little pit stop. When you drive as much as me, man, you just always on the road. You gotta go take a piss, you know, you gotta go wherever you can. So right now, I don't know where I'm at, but we're heading to Cottage Grove to pick up the leftover stuff from repair. So what's up, guys? Just want to give you a quick little insight into what I got going on, kind of what my job entails and why I like my job. So we did a roof for a restaurant and they are asking for custom skylights. And a part of that was custom skylights. They needed to be ordered, and then the ordering process of making them took, I think, about 2 months for it to get done. And they just got done, right? Which is great, but there is now a new obstacle in the way for us to complete this job, and it is that these skylights, because they're custom made, pretty big skylights, and they came in crates, and we had to take apart the crate, and each skylight, there's 2 of them, each skylight is 400 pounds. So the issue is, how do we get those skylights delivered to the job site now? And once we get to the job site, how are we going to get them on the roof? And the situation with the roof is there is power lines. You know, it's in downtown Portland. It's in the corner of a block, and there are electrical lines in both directions of the building. So I could more or less figure out how to get the jobs to the job site, but the new issue would be how we get them on the roof. And it requires brain calories. Like right now, as I'm talking to you right now, I'm thinking of solutions of how to solve this issue, right? And that's why I get paid good money. It's because it's problem solving. It's not just clock in, do what you're supposed to do, clock out. It's you get more money, you become more valuable for your company when you can solve complicated problems. And this problem is what I would classify as a complicated problem. But once I figure this problem out, you know, not only will we get paid for the job, I will retain those skills or the knowledge that took me to figure that problem out, and I will be able to apply it to future problems, whether directly or indirectly. So that's something I think everyone should take into account. If you have a very difficult, stressful job, I think you should, in a way, try to mooch off of it as much as you can, in the sense that take whatever you can learn, you know, stretch your brain a little bit, stretch your imagination as far as how to solve problems, and I promise you, that's when the money will come, when you can solve complicated problems. If you need someone to, if you open a restaurant and you need someone to flip burgers, that problem is not a big problem that needs to be solved. You know, you can easily teach someone how to flip burgers. But if you have these complex situations that you need, that you can't just teach someone, hey, solve this for me, right? You kind of have to be a person that is willing to go through the trial and error of putting out solutions. You might be right sometimes, you might be wrong, but as long as you keep pushing, you keep trying to solve these kind of complex problems, you will, you know, even if you fuck up, and even if you lose your job, you still retain that information, whether you fucked up or not. It's a learning experience, and you should, you know, although you might feel ashamed at the moment, you should definitely take that with grace and know that you know, the next situation you go into that might be similar to that, you now have some experience with it, and you should apply that experience to finding the proper solution. So I'll keep you guys posted on how that job goes. Right now, I still gotta take care of this other little thing, but that should be a doozy. As you can see, this is what we came to pick up. So let's get to it. Alright guys, that's the end of my work day. It's 6:45. I had to help the boss man out in Salem. He's renovating a house. It's his house, I guess, but just getting home. So plan now is to work on editing some clips, some videos, hopefully maybe even this one. And where we're at right now too, as far as our subscriber count, we're at 9, so we're almost at that 10 subscriber goal. So shout out to whoever's subscribing, you know. I guess this is basically almost a day in the life. All I have to do left is eat. I haven't ate all day. And go to the gym. Hopefully. Trying to make time for everything, you know. The short days just aren't long enough sometimes, man. I don't know what to do. I wish I could have 30-hour days. But I guess that's when time management becomes key, huh? Alrighty, guys. Take it easy.